Hello everyone, today let's head to Zigong in Sichuan province, a city known as the Salt Capital, to visit a miracle site that has stood for over 180 years, Shanghai Well. It's more than just a well, it's an industrial cold cave 1,000 meters underground by ancient wisdom. Still operational today, it's truly a living salt well museum. Let's walk in here and feel the wisdom and ingenuity of the ancients. Shanghai Well was drilled during the Qing dynasty more than 180 years ago. What makes it so special? In an era without machinery, our ancestors successfully drilled a well reaching a depth of 1,001.42 meters, using only human labor and simple tools, becoming the world's first well over a kilometer deep. This achievement was far ahead of global drilling technology at the time, and it hailed as China's fifth great invention. Standing by the wellhead, the first thing you'll notice is the towering wooden structure called the Tianche Direct. It's an iconic symbol of Zigong salt field. At first glance, it looks like a giant wooden frame, but it's actually an ancient smart lifting system. Workers and masters will use a winch to put the bamboo tube, which is up to a kilometer long, into the well. The bottom of the bamboo tube has a one-way valve. When it sinks into the layer of brain, the brain will open the valve into the tube. When it is lifted, the valve closes, bringing the brain up. This simple yet precise design reveals the ancients' early master of mechanics. How is the extracted black rain transported to the salt boiling area? The ancient has their own pipeline network. They split and join nanzhu, a type of bamboo, into tube, arranging them along the terrain's ups and downs. Using the natural height difference, bring flows through this bamboo tube to different boiling sheds. This is the world's oldest grain transportation pipeline, century ahead of modern industrial pipelines. Stepping into the steamy salt boiling shed feels like stepping back into the Qing dynasty. Rolled iron pans line up in rows. The workers pour the brain into a large pan to preheat it, removing some of the water and impurities. Concentrated brain is then transferred to a nearby pot for finally crystallization. The process requires workers to constantly stir and sprinkle slag, which is very hard work. Even more expensive is a fuel for boiling natural gas, which comes up from the well alongside the brain. Shanghai Well is a model of double harvest from one well. The well produces both brain and glass. The ancients directly used glass from the well to boil brain from the same well. Energy efficient and effective, this using local resources wisdom still attained today. When enough water has evaporated, white salt crystals slowly form at the bottom of the pans. Workers scrape out the salt and drain it, resulting in the well salt we use daily. Even now at Shanghai Well, you can still watch the full process: the wooden direct turning, bamboo tube lifting brain, and iron pans boiling salt. Over 180 years later, the salt-making method here have barely changed. Even the tools retain the warm luster of old objects. If you ever visit Zigong, be sure to stop by Shanghai Well, touch the old wood of direct, catch a glimpse of the steam over the stove, and you will understand this isn't just a well, it's a mark of Chinese wisdom caved deep into the earth, and history that stays forever alive.